Hello and welcome to Wingin It. And once again, we are back with some more action from the Wingspan World Cup. This is the second stage. We're in the group, and yeah, 4 games played, only 2 wins and 2 losses. So definitely a mixed bag. Going into Game 5 here, we need to get some wins on the board. So going second here, obviously not ideal. But let's have a look. Let's see what we've got to work with. In the starting hand here, an okay Storm Petrel immediately catches my eye. I love this bird early on. One of the strongest wetland birds in the game. And not only that, we have not 1, but 2 fish to choose from. So yeah, we are guaranteed to get our hands on that, which is absolutely lovely to see. And also some good bonus cards there. Fishery Manager and Rodentologist. We'll take a look at the tray. Couple of rodent-eating birds. So that could definitely be an option. Looking at the Mississippi kite, for example, as a cheap forest bird could be one to go for. And yeah, my opponent 3 birds and 2 food, probably not going to be looking at the kite. So I'm kind of thinking I do something like this, just keep the petrol, grab the fish and dig, and yeah, kite would be a good pickup, certainly with the Rodentologist. But this to me feels like a case of go raven digging. You're going to see 5 cards a turn with the Storm Petrel, so yeah, you give yourself a really good chance of finding something like that. So could keep the buzzard. That is another option. Would cost me a food, and yeah, like I say, would be an option, but with no worm or rodent available in the feeder, does kind of make me think twice. But yeah, it's definitely an option when you have a bird like that is basically a guaranteed 6 points for just the 1 food, and could be a bird with a tuck card. Find a cheap double bird, and you know you can double play into this and get a bird with a tuck card. So definitely tempting. It's just the cost of whether I want to be left with 1 extra food or 2. I do think the 2 food here could be crucial. Obviously, petrol being an expensive bird, so I think we are going to leave the buzzard. I think we are, yeah, going to lock this in. And like I say, pretty straightforward early game here, I think, at least. Grab the fish, get this Storm Petrel down, start digging, and yeah, see what we can find. And like I say, we'll go raven digging, but we'll hopefully get some good stuff. So my opponent opening with the Northern Cardinal, perfectly good. Opening play, that'll be the 2 food that they kept, going towards that. But yeah, this fish, I mean, I talk about this all the time, but birds like the Storm Petrel, they can go from being great to being terrible, or not terrible, but not quite so good in the opening game when there's no fish in the feeder. And yeah, there's plenty of birds like that can really change in quality in that early game depending on how the feeder looks. So always good to be able to get the fish there, save the bit of food, don't have to do any forcing, and yeah, we got it down. So really strong power. Draw a card for each empty card slot, and empty card slots is all that we've got going for us right now in this wetland. So yeah, we should be able to draw pretty well here. Like I say, look for ravens and look for other strong birds that we can try and yeah form some kind of engine with. Mississippi kite, as I say, would be one that I'll look at just to get something going. I think just you know, some bird in the forest. I'm going to have extra cards here because I'm going to draw quite a lot. So anything in that first slot, I can start discarding the extra cards and getting a bit more food. So my opponent, I did see they grabbed the fish. So do sort of assume they've got a wetland bird of some kind in here that is going to be going down. And certainly when they grab a fish, that definitely indicates that to me. So we'll see what they go with, but we've got a pretty good start here. On to our turn now. We'll see what my opponent's done. Pipe or Grebe, a lovely opening wetland bird. For my opponent, not as good as mine though, of course. So we're going to draw, and I think we're going to start with this Mississippi kite. I think that'll be a good one for me. We're just going to draw, and we're going to draw lots more rodent birds. Okay, wasn't quite expecting so many. I think I think this Swainson's Hawk could be a good option here. As a bird that can get a tuck card on it. Could be nice. Junko, of course, has the guarantee, so let's think about this. How many turns do we have? We still have 5 turns, so we could draw cards, play the kite, get food, play one of these two, and then lay eggs. And I think we would still have, if we did go for the Junko, we'd definitely still have a card to be tucking. But the Hawk would be a gamble. The Hawk, of course, does have the advantage of hitting the Rodentologist, but the Junko, I think that power is a little bit better. We are certainly going to have some extra cards to go around, so this is definitely a non-obvious choice. I think either one of these, if I just got one of them, I'd be happy to take it and work with it, but yeah, this decision is a bit more difficult. I think I'm going to go for the Hawk, and we're going to hope Roadrunner comes up. Let's just go full Rodentologist here. But yeah, we are definitely going to hope that, well, first of all, that we can get the food for this. But of course, second of all, that, yeah, it can hit when given the opportunity. So we'll see. We'll definitely give it a go. I think this first end around, when it is in this first round, the bird with the tuck cards can be one where it's quite tricky to hit. So if you can get one, you're quite often giving yourself a good chance of winning and getting those 4 points. So yeah, we'll definitely give it a shot. But like I say, we need to draw once more anyway, so we'll draw now. And yeah, when we go for food, as long as it stays like that and we get a reroll, we can have a chance maybe at getting a rodent or a worm. Hopefully both, of course, but either one or the other, we should be able to get yeah, this Hawk down and hopefully get a tuck on it. So my opponent drawing as well, no surprises. And yeah, it's just a case of whether I stack up on these rodent birds while they're here. I kind of feel like that's not a bad approach, so we'll pick up the Roadrunner. Yeah, they're just going to keep coming. I think this White-throated Swift would be maybe a more sure bet at getting the tuck card than the Hawk, but man, we got another rodent-eating bird in the broad-winged Hawk, so I think maybe I just go for that and get these two in the forest, the Hawk and the Kite. So that can be my yeah, my forest setup going forward. So let's indeed go for that. Oh dear, Partridge in a really good position for my opponent. That with all of those egg spaces, that is a dream Partridge scenario. So hopefully they don't pick that up, but I really do. Yeah, I really do suspect that they will go for that. And indeed, no hesitation, grab it straight away. So yeah, this is excellent situation for Partridge. So definitely a shame there, but yeah, I think we do try and get this Swainson's Hawk down. The only issue is that I'm going to have to discard something that's rodenty. I think probably the Roadrunner will be the one that is just a little bit too expensive here. But yeah, I think let's get this Broadwing Hawk down. And yeah, at the very least, if my opponent is going to start go food, they're looking for different food to me. I know they're going to be looking for seeds, so hopefully the worms and the rodents, well, there's a rodent. Hopefully those will stay there. We can get the food we want. So yeah, get this Swainson's Hawk down. So yeah, like I say, I'd imagine they're going to grab those 2 seeds, and they do indeed. And yeah, Partridge can now be forced down, so that's definitely dangerous. But at least it's not a bird that tucks cards. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab the 2 food that we need. And Broadwing Hawk getting a cash very nice early on. Like to see that. And yeah, a lot is going to be riding on this Hawk. This is a 5-point activation potentially. If it hits, we're going to get this end around as well. So putting a lot of eggs in this basket, if you will, and really hoping we can get the extra points here. Like I say, definitely would have been safer to go with the Junko, but mean, if I'd gone for the Junko, I'd now have to be tucking the kite here, and not necessarily something I want to be doing. So there goes the partridge. Definitely scary. Let's get this hawk down. And we're going to pray to the Wingspan gods that we can get a tuck here. The odds are in our favour, but nothing is ever guaranteed in this game. So yeah, we will see. I imagine they're laying eggs. Indeed they are. It's time for us to follow suit. Please, Swainson's hawk. Thank you very much, Horde Lark. You showed up at the right time. And there we go. 4 points from the end round. That is huge at this stage of the game. What else is huge is the black crowned Knight's Heron. A very nice option for me there. Another bird that hits the Rodentologist. So yeah, I think I might just pick that up. Kind of thinking about this Bishop as well. If I'm going to some extra cards, but certainly this for the points is a no-brainer. So let's see what else we can get. Carrion Crow. Hello. Don't mind if I do. With all these predators we're playing. Excellent stuff. I mean, these are also good birds. I mean, I don't know why I said birds plural. Like I'm seriously looking at the loggerhead shrike here, but yeah, Carrion Crow is great in this situation, so we're going to keep that. And hopefully, yeah, we can look to get this kite down. We'll get a bit more food and get this Carrion Crow down as well. And probably not going to do much for this end round. This is quite a tricky one. I think especially with this turn order, this end of round Goldbird's in hand really does favour going second, because you can just wait, you can see what your opponent's going to do, react based on that. So probably in that position, it doesn't even matter if I try to challenge for this. My opponent would be, yeah, quite safely, I think, being able to match what I do. So I'd rather focus on getting this Carrion Crow down, because it's going to be 3 caches this round if all goes to plan. And that is definitely going to help out. But you know what else is going to help out? Barred Owl in the tray. So I think we just go for all the rodent birds we could possibly pick up. I think I do still have a spare turn here to do that. Let's think about this. 6 turns left. I'm going to need to take food, play the kite, take food, play the crow. That's 4 turns total. So yeah, I think I do have a spare turn here to pick up this Barred Owl. So let's indeed do that. And I'm sort of thinking about this red start, entertaining the idea, but I do think if we just go Barred Owl, Mississippi Kite, we're probably going to be okay. And this way, I think we keep the Oriole here. Not sure there's anything necessarily that I need to be copying with the Mockingbird, so we'll go for the big points and maybe get that down later. So yeah, we got a good position here. I could always just discard this. Let's think about this. It depends what the feeder reroll is like. This might be better for tempo to get rid of this, but yeah, certainly if all goes well, we can get certainly this Carrion Crow and one of these 2 predators down, and that's going to put us in a really good position. So yeah, my opponent's there. Drawing cards again, so yeah, they're definitely going aggressive on the card draw. Yeah, obviously in this situation, every card's worth another food, so that's going to be helpful for them. But also just, yeah, this end of round goal, like I said, probably not going to be competing there. So let's go ahead and take food. And okay, we get what we are looking for here. So I think we just take the rodent. But are there enough turns? Let's think about this. If I wanted to play 3 birds, I will have to lay eggs at some point. If I wanted to play all 3 of these, so I think that's probably not going to happen. So yeah, let's just take the rodent here. We can then play the Barred Owl, take food again, play the Carrion Crow, and yeah, we'll be in a good position. Maybe just lay eggs, and then I think probably set ourselves up next round. We want to get this down. We want to get this down. I don't really have to focus on digging, so I can just try and play what I've got. Maybe draw cards again later, but for now, yeah, I think we can be busying ourselves with just playing this. We know we're going to get a good score off the bonus card, so Barred Owl is going to go down. Very lovely stuff. And yeah, hopefully the worm stays there. Good thing about Carrion Crow is it can eat anything else, so as long as we get that worm, doesn't matter what the reroll hits us with, we'll be able to get this down. So yeah, that's going to be really, really nice for us. Come on, Goldeneye. Interesting play here with no cavities down. I wonder, did they pick up some other cavity nesting birds that I didn't see or wasn't paying attention to in the tray? That might be their plan, but yeah, they're not going to be short of eggs with Goldeneye and Partridge in this game. Definitely a nice position for them. But let's go ahead and take food, and I think we do this, and I think we leave the rodent and the worm because we can try and grab those next round for these two birds. So that works well for me, and also working well is Barred Owl. Getting a hunt, Housefinch would have been nicer in my hand, but I'll take the point at this stage. Not too shabby. And yeah, we'll get this Carrion Crow down. We'll put it in the grasslands. Then when we lay eggs, we'll get an extra egg and get all these caches on top of it. So going for food again, we're going to go ahead and play, yeah, this Carrion Crow. So things are looking good. Things are looking really good. We're going to have a strong score here. Already going into round 3. And yeah, with more lovely big point birds in my hand to play as this game goes on. Things are going to be looking very nice. So yeah, like I say, definitely try and get these two down. Definitely want to get this down before I draw cards. I think being able to draw cards and get the extra food there could be very powerful. So that'll be a nice thing to aim for. And Bush Tit goes down. So that was the one they picked up. That will hit the Goldeneye. And it'll be a way of yeah, drawing cards and getting points. So they're definitely not short of egg space. This could be a huge score in terms of egg points for them. Although it is notable that the bird points are a little bit low at the moment. So we'll see how they can work through that. But yeah, we're just going to lay eggs. So pretty straightforward. Hawk, not quite so good there, but you hit when it mattered. You hit when it was worth 5 points and not just 1. So yeah, I definitely don't mind that too much. Yeah, Carrion Crow. This could be the start of a real caching spree with this Carrion Crow. We're going to get 3 this round, and then, like I say, hopefully if we can get this kite down, we're going to get 4, and then 4 as well in that last round. But maybe we'll find another one. Maybe we'll find more Predator powers. That'll be the dream. See what we can do with that. But yeah, here we go for now. We're going to get these 3 Brilliants cached. Very, very nice. My opponent here, they're going to get their Goldeneye egg. And yeah, they are going to win this end round. So, like I said, could have challenged for it. Probably wise not to. So I'll take the loss there. Not too big of a deal for me. And we go here into round 3. Not a super duper amazing trade. So yeah, I think my focus is going to be getting the food for this Night Heron, get that down. Maybe draw cards, get this kite down in the forest. Try and push for the end round. See if we find more rodent birds. But otherwise, yeah, we've still got this Oriole. That's going to be a pretty easy play later on, hitting that last end round goal as well. So that'll be something for us to bear in mind. So it looks like my opponent drawing cards. Not too surprising with a bird like Beltary in the tray. Of course, they want more cavity nests. So every cavity nest is another egg on the Goldeneye, which is another point. So makes sense to be yeah, really focus fire on those. And of course, get yourself another bonus card. We might have to change plans here just a little bit because Common Raven pops up. And we do have a Rheumatologist, and we don't have good food access, and there's a rune in the tray. So for all of those reasons, we're going to go ahead and maybe unsurprisingly pick that up. And I think we'll take the Godwood as well because big points and a bonus card. Definitely like that. So let's see what else we get. Do we entertain the Gannet just for the Carrion Crow? I don't think we do. We get something better. So American Kestrel, lovely stuff indeed. So yeah, I think that's probably me set. I probably didn't need to draw cards again. I think all of these birds are playable. So yeah, I think we just spend the rest of this game taking food. Once we get this Raven down, laying eggs, and we're going to be pretty much set. So they played the Warbler. I think yeah, they're going to be looking for worms here to try and get the Vireo down. So I'll try and block those where I can. The Owl is going to hit. You're not going to get too many more chances to do that, but I appreciate it nonetheless. And then yeah, I think we can do There's 4 turns left. We'll take food, play Raven, lay eggs, either play Kestrel or Kite. Kite would go in the forest on that last turn, just depending on the end of round situation, but definitely one of the two for another Carrion Crow cash at the end of the round. So yeah, I think like I said, do think my opponent will try and get the Belzeria down in the forest. Of course, it can go there, and that will definitely help out their end of round chances. So one more turn going for food. We're gonna block these worms again. So sorry, not sorry. Bardal, you're gonna hit. Broadwing Hawk is not, but not too surprisingly there, I don't think, in this position. The Broadwing Hawk, not the most reliable of hunters, but that's not what we played it for. We played it for the bonus card, and yeah, it's done its job in that respect. So those are the worms that my opponent will be looking for. They'll be much happier now, but I don't need to worry so much about the bird feeder. Like I say, got this Raven and all these big point birds. So I think in order of preference, I mean, Kestrel definitely goes down, Kite definitely goes down, Night Heron definitely goes down, and then if we've got time, probably let's play the Oriole for that last end of round goal. But we'll see. We'll see if we even have enough food to be doing all of that. So for now, Raven is definitely going down. So very nice. My opponent's got lots of food. And yeah, they'll be playing some stuff, and their end game is going to be strong because they've got this partridge. They've not really used it that much yet, but just with all this egg space above and below it, they can lay eggs pretty easily for 6 or 7 points, I reckon, as we go into this end game. So they're going to have a strong finish. I think I am ahead at the moment, but they will be doing their best, no doubt, to do a bit of a chase and see if they can catch me up here. But this Carrion Crow is going to be massive for us. So yeah, for this round, and I think it should be 5 in the final round. So 12 caches, a 15-point play, absolutely huge. And yeah, just the synergy with the Rodentologist bonus card is obviously amazing. So that was a very nice pickup. And yeah, we'll see. There goes the Belzeria. So yeah, we're not going to worry about this in a round. Like I say, just focus on getting these other birds down. So we can think a little bit here, whether it's worth discarding the food. So 7 turns left. I think realistically, I lay eggs 4 times and I play 3 birds. So if I'm laying eggs 4 times, that gets me 9 food in total. And these 3 only cost 6. Now, of course, I could think about laying eggs only 3 times and trying to play 4 birds. But if I'm only laying eggs 3 times, that only leaves me on 7 food. And I can't afford to play 4 birds with only 7 food. So I think that is going to be the plan. It's going to be 4 lots of eggs and 3 lots of birds. In which case, I think it does make sense to discard the egg. I think we're not going to be short of egg space, so we'll do that. We'll go ahead and grab the worm and the rodent here. And Hawk is going to keep hitting, so I'll definitely take that. If it's going to keep doing that, don't mind it. But yeah, this will be a nice end game. So Kestrel down. Hopefully we'll have some dice to work with. I'm not holding out much hope. But again, like with the Broadwing Hawk, we're not really playing it for the brown power. So Indigo Bunting goes down. You love to see it. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and get this American Kestrel down for our 4th Predator Power and 5th Rodentologist bird. So yeah, this will be a very strong score on the bonus card. But more Cavity Nest down. So Vero definitely helping out there. A couple of eggs on the Goldeneye. And yeah, that Bunting. Like I say, if they're going to use that, if they're going to take out the worm from the feeder, maybe give me more dice to work with. Definitely don't hate that. So yeah, we now just need the 4 food, so we can probably skip Raven once here. Just take the food we need for these 2 and just play them. Sort of maybe thinking about playing the kite in the grasslands. I think that might actually be worth it. Because it costs 1 more egg, but actually, if we use the raven that extra time, that means that twice we can discard the food for the egg. So we'll get the egg back, and actually we have a chance of hitting on the dice, rolling predator power here. So as with the kestrel and with the broadwing hawk, it's a small chance, but yeah, the small chances add up if you have enough of them. So definitely give that a go. And yeah, see what we can do there, but otherwise it's just going to be straightforward. Get this night heron down for big points. Get loads of caches on this carrion crow. And speaking of caches on this carrion crow, we're going to get 4 of them at the end of this round. So lovely stuff there. Really, really strong. And yeah, here we go into this final round, and that is exactly the trade that you want to see when you don't plan on drawing any more cards. So yeah, we're just going to lay eggs here, and Kestrel is going to get its chance, and it's going to absolutely disappoint me. But luckily the hawk is there to pick up the slack a little bit. So yeah, as I said, I think we can get this kite down. So if we think about it, 4 more turns, we play the kite, we legs twice each time. We discard a food, but gain 2 back. So we gain 1 net each time. So we'll be able to finish on the 3 food we need to play this night heron on the final turn. So that is going to be the goal. And indeed, they do take the food out of the bird feeder with the bunting. So thank you very much. I'm hopefully going to get some additional chances here with this Mississippi kite. So we'll get that down. Lovely stuff. And yeah, easy peasy. Very smooth endgame. Always nice in this position with such a smooth endgame. So yeah, this end of round goal might be able to get a tie. Currently we are 3 apiece, so that's something to think about. But yeah, if my opponent plays another bird, so be it. I think it is still worth playing this night heron, but yeah, there's definitely a case to be made where if this does get you 3 extra points off the end of round goal, then maybe it is better than playing the night heron. But we'll see. Looks like my opponent's going for more food, so I think I'm not going to get sidetracked by the end of round goal. I'm just going to take the guaranteed points that I know I can get here, and yeah, be content with that. So let's go ahead and lay our eggs. Remember to discard. Mississippi kite not going to hit. Kestrel not going to hit. Pretty much par for the course there. And yeah, start taking the food that we want. Good job, the hawk continues to pick up the slack here. So yeah, lots and lots of food here for my opponent. They're definitely going to be playing some stuff. Sure. I'm trying to remember, trying to rack my brains if there was anything else. Obviously, big points that they picked up, but yeah, obviously whatever it is, it's going to be worth more than the 6 points they get from laying eggs. So definitely expecting some nice big point plays to be coming in here for them. But yeah, for us, like I say, pretty straightforward to just go ahead and get this down. So there we go. Glad I didn't chase the end round goal, because they do indeed play 2 cavity nests. So yeah, they're going to easily get up to 5. That maxed out their golden ice. That was always going to be a goal of theirs. And yeah, even if we played the Oriole, we're only getting to 4, so we're not going to be competitive there. But here we go. Final egg laying turn. Kite's going to miss. Kestrel going to miss. Same old story. But we'll make sure we get the food here for the night heron, and the hawk is going to continue to work. So I think that went 5 out of 6. I think that might have only missed once, so definitely take it. Bardal was pretty solid as well. So this is an excellent case study in why these tucking predators are good, why these dice rolling predators are not so good. If you ever needed convincing of it, then this hopefully will have done that for you. So yeah, probably straightforward for my opponent here, as it has been for me. Just lay eggs eggs twice in. I mean, you get 7 points each time, and who knows, maybe on that second turn you get a cash on that woodpecker for another point. So definitely been a strong couple of turns here with the egg laying. Of course, we've got this night heron for big points, so we're going to play that. Lovely end to the game, and still got 5 more cached rodents to come on this carrion crow. So yeah, definitely hard to know where this game is going to go. We are obviously strong on the bonus points and in the cash food and in the top cards, but my opponent's going to have a lot of eggs, and they've done better in the end of round goals. So depending on these bonus cards, they could definitely be competitive here. So blue throat went down. They did not lay eggs. They played another bird. So maybe that's a bonus card play, but we will see. For now, we get our 5 caches for a total of 12 on the carrion crow. Really, really nice stuff. But equally for my opponent here, like I said, the golden eye, 4 eggs. I think that's been pretty solid for them. Just helping out with the extra eggs at the round end. So there we go. They win that final end of round goal, and we go here into the scores. So yeah, like I say, it's all for me going to be on the bonus cards. So we'll hopefully get a bit of a lead on the bird points as we do. And there we go, 14 bonus points for us. Really, really solid. They do bring it back with the end of round goals and eggs. I think it will be quite close. But of course, as I said, with these cash food, lovely stuff, and of course some tuck cards as well from those hunting powers, it is a big score of 102, which gets us the win here up against 84. So let's take a look at these bonus cards: Viticulturist and Passerine Specialist. So that's the one that the blue throat hit at the end. So pretty nice for them. I mean, 13 from 2 is solid, but yeah, when it's 14 from 1, always tricky to compete with that. So yeah, very interesting board there. Basically, carrion crow surrounded by predator powers can work out very nicely. So definitely worked out nicely there to get us the win, and a much needed one at that. So there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. Thank you very much for watching, and if you want to see more games from the World Cup, do hit that subscribe button, do stick around, and I will see you again very, very soon.